expect to hit that over. If it's listed at 57.5 or even more, I could see this being, one of those 37-31 type of games in the end.
Yeah, which, hey, you'll take that, right?
Yeah.
Um, Another good battle here. Big Ten matchup. 21st ranked Michigan 2-1, and how about this little surprise? Nebraska, the
Mhm.
Cornhuskers 3-0. I was a big Nebraska fan back in the day with Tommy Frazier.
Mhm.
Michigan's laying 2.5 in this one, and as I mentioned, Nebraska again really haven't been tested. This will be their first test of the season. I mean, let's just call it for what it is, and then you got Michigan, they had the big win to open up the season, and they stubbed their toe against Oklahoma, and then they come back and they take it out on poor little Central Michigan, putting up 63 points in that one. So again, nice matchup, good battle. Obviously, a little more difference in an opponent here for Michigan taking on Nebraska.
Yeah, Nebraska's looking pretty good as far as I'm concerned. Three, as you mentioned, 3-0 on the season. That Dylan Rayola's already got 8 touchdowns. Again, the quality of competition has not been there so far for Nebraska compared to Michigan. Now, granted, the one tough team they played on the road, Oklahoma, they lost that game. There's still no Sharon Moore for this game at Nebraska. It'll still be Biff Poggi as the interim head coach, so that could be a factor. But I don't know, Q. Just for some reason, everyone buys into that Matt Rule year 3 magic, and I do believe this could happen this year. I need to still do that wait and see approach because it's the aura of Nebraska. It's not Temple, it's not Baylor. Can he really pull something like that off again with a program like this that has history, dating back now almost 30 years ago at this point, that's still starved for another era like that, coming from the Big 12 into the Big 10 over the last 15, 20 years, whatever it's been since they've been in the Big 10. So they I think right now, from a pure talent perspective, I think Michigan has the quarterback advantage, but Dylan Rayo is a little bit more proven because he's played better so far this season and he has more experience. But I think if you're going to take a coin flip, I think you'd be fine with a true freshman Bryce Underwood. Justice Haynes is a really, really good running back. How does Nebraska contain him? The fact that this line, again, going back to my old rule about road favorites, it's tough for me
Mm,
to take them. But the fact that this game is less than a field goal right now,
yeah.
based on that line at two and a
Yep.
half. I'm not afraid of taking Michigan here. And again, Nebraska to me is still a wait and see approach. And, they have to prove it to me as someone who maybe bet on them later in the season and maybe pick them to be that one of those dark horse teams out of the Big Ten to make the college football playoff, which some analysts, even those at On3, have actually said that Nebraska could be that team. One Josh Pate, for instance, who everyone loves Josh Pate. He's like, hey, I could see it. I'm predicting 10 wins now. He's like increased his prediction for Nebraska. So, but I'm still in that wait and see approach. You got to prove it to me. So right now, I'm laying it with Michigan -2.5 on the road in Lincoln, and then that'll kind of catapult them further as Sharon Moore eventually comes back from his suspension. And of course, then we'll eventually talk about, okay, can Michigan beat Ohio State again? So this won't be the end of Nebraska to me for the season, Cubes. We're only a third of the way through the season, but I still like Michigan just a little bit more right now.
A game that we totally